We've currently got 785 freehold, non-strata, West Side houses for sale on MLS. You're going to hear your realtor say at some point, because you're competing against 785 other homes,
we're gonna make it up on the buy side.
Getting in and getting out of the West Side housing market, let's talk detailed numbers today. So to give you a little snapshot of what we've got going on that side of the bridge, we're downtown right now naturally, just over where the rainbows start and end. We've currently got 785 freehold, non-strata, West Side houses for sale on MLS. 12 of those houses are under $2 million, which is interesting. And again, you'll see a lot when you go online. Oh, this is a 4,000 square foot house for $1.5 million. Typically those are down in the reserve lands, we'll call them. Don't know what I'm allowed to call those these days, but that's what we'll go with. And we currently have 284 properties on the market listed over 5 million, which is an astronomical number. A little context to that, this year, January to June 2025, we've had 134 sales, detached houses, 26 of those selling over 5 million, with the top being $6.8 million. Reel it back 12 months for some perspective. January to June 2024, we had 450 sales. So 134 this year, 450 last year, 785 on again right now. And last year we had 67 listings sell over $5 million. The peak being the renowned, as we've discussed many a times, $44 million. An amazing home. Anyway, so getting in and getting out, we're just gonna dive into you, Mr. Buyer, we'll talk to first. What does this look like for entry? If we wanna get in, what does it look like? Now, we've got the entry-level home right now. We've got one on Hague Street, 33 by 117 lot, 3-bed, 2-bath. Older home, 1.75 million. So one of these freeholds under 2 million, obviously. It's assessed at 1,966. Shining yet again more perspective that assessed value means nothing except the relationship between the government taking your tax dollars. Nothing to do with us on the sales side, whatever they can justify. So again, assessed at 1,966, currently listed 15 days on market at 1,750. No photos, so we can assume that she's a little rough on the inside. For some reason, I didn't write down the age of the house here. But anyway, looking at that, if you put 25% down, that's $437,500 after tax dollars naturally. You've got a mortgage of $1,312, which at 4% for 30 years is $6,900 a month. So to get in something I would call livable, a lot of people that would disagree with my opinions of livable, but as long as like the roof isn't collapsing and the water works and the heat works, I mean, what do we all really need here? You're still in the West Side, which is the whole point here. So $6,900 a month. If you've got a cool, just shy of $500,000 down, that's your entry point today over at 8236 Hague Street. I'd say the best entry level value in Dunbar currently is 3621 West 18 at $2.25 million. Yes, we're getting up there, but 3317, 33 by 117 square foot lot, 4-bed, 3-bath now, 2,481 square feet, so a little bit more livable. Another bathroom, another bedroom. What we're thinking here for the entry level is if you're getting into this market and you're reaching, we need something that we can amortize out, if you will, in mortgage terms over the long term. We're not in the market where we can safely assume we're gonna jump in today and just get out in 3 years, and we'll be able to get out with our money plus a little bit to jump up to the next one. That is a very cloudy, murky path from this point, if you will. So getting into something today, you are in the neighborhood you wanna be in, you've got a chunk of land, kids can play. If you got them today or you're getting them or you're having more, or they're growing, you've got that land, so you're not confining them in that strata. The house is more than livable in this case, meaning there's no obvious renovations that would need to be done. And you're, again, most importantly, in a house, in a neighborhood you want to be in. If that's because of X, Y, and Z reason that anyone can justify, I grew up here, I wanted to always be there, blah, 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 a bit of non-tangible stuff, or you're trying to get your kids into specific schools, which of course over there is known for as well. Just getting in to something so you're there. Don't expect an exit anytime soon because we really don't know where that's going to go, but you can justify the numbers today. Naturally, you can afford the mortgage. You're not going to hopefully lose your job or your income source, whatever that may be, and you're good to go. So at this 25 down, you're at $562,000 after tax. Did you get inheritance? Are you buying up? Are you making a lot of money just generally? However, a person would get $562,000 after tax. That's roughly $1 million of earned income, but we're not going to get into that. It's a depressing path to go down. You're at $1.6 million mortgage, which is just over $8,000 a month now. Again, 4% 30-year. So the cheapest you can get into, $175, $6,900 a month. Best value you can get into, in my opinion, today at that still entry level, $2.25, $8,000 a month. And then your peak, as we discussed before, 4838 Belmont is still available, $49 million. Now, my opinion in today's market, I'd say they're at least 10 million overvalued, personally, one man's opinion. So let's look at 39 million just for fun. Keep it kids program here today, Al. 25% down, a cool $9.75 million of after-tax green. Mortgage, RBC mortgage calculator, which I personally use, only goes up to a mortgage capability of 9.9 million. So I can't do the equation, but just so you know, $9.9 million mortgage is $52,000 a month. That's 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, you're about $160,000 a month in mortgage. A little bit crazy. But if you want that $39 million gem in the heart of deep Point Grey, brand new build, exquisite grounds, a cool 150 grand a month, and it's yours. So, solds. Now, also remember, sellers, when you're selling into this market. If you're entering this market, that's your competition. Always remember, if you're on the selling side, you're going to hear your realtor say at some point when you finally get an offer, because you're competing against 785 other homes,
we're going to make it up on the buy side.
This is the best offer we're going to get, assuming it's remotely realistic. Buyer's market, plenty to choose from. We're going to make up the money. You feel you're selling for 25,000 under, 100,000 under here, we're going to make it up on the buy side. We've got ample opportunity out there to leverage comparable listings against each other, and we'll just find the one who needs to sell the most. It's just about throwing offers out there. So when we come into the sold side, again, we've only got 134 sales, and 785 listings. The market is hungry for sales right now. Buyers are out there. Again, only 26 listings selling over $5 million. So if you are up in that echelon of buyer, you have, again, 284 listings over $5 million to choose from. There's an abundance at every price point over here. So we need to leverage that. Now the sold comparables, cheapest sold that's taken place, 1258 Park, 44 by 97 lot, so a little wider, a little shorter. Standard lots just under 4,100 feet. This is 37. 4-bed, 1-bath, 1,692 square feet, 1.75, sold May 16th. 4-bed, 1-bath. You buy something like this, you're going to assume that you're going to have to add at least 1 bathroom. What is the actual layout? 1,600 square feet. It's small. That could probably be tough. You're at 800 and something square feet per floor. What does it look like? Again, this is the sort of thing you can get over there into, but you need to assume, again, at 1,750 that some work was needed here, specifically with 1 bathroom. So, or of course, unless you're buying lot value, again, shorter lot, so arguably lot value in a livable house, again, my personal opinion, but you've got access in at that, but it's definitely going to need some work. And again, these guys listed 1.78. They canceled, relisted 1.599. And they finally sold over that at 1.750. So they actually sold in multiples. So interesting that at 1.788, they weren't getting that 1.75 number. I don't know what they got, but cancel, relist, arguably under, obviously under, and in 11 days, they sold at 150,000 over. So still strange things taking place. That was just in May. Peak month this year was January. Once everyone was hot to trot, anticipating that rates would dump down. They didn't, and it's been depleting in momentum since then. So a multiple offer in May, they still happen. It's still going on there. And that is, again, the entry level. You've got access into, I'd say the best entry point for something, again, you're not gonna have to do any work on, is just over 2.25. But there's plenty of options out there, ample options. And again, at this point, I'm still confident this year that rates are gonna go down. Nothing in stone is saying that yet. But with that being said, you've definitely got the leverage when coming into this market as a buyer. I would agree, whatever you're selling, as it is a buyer's market, assuming you've got enough money to do what you wanna do on this side, in here, internally, why you're selling, you will be able to make it up on the buying side, as there is ample properties vying for your attention just over that bridge at price points starting just under 2 million. So if you got any questions on that segment of the market, what's happened, what's going on, what exactly these 785 listings look like, contact me direct today and we will talk in further detail. Until next time.